Guys, it's me Nell coming back again. Um, from making my biscuits for my spicy chicken pot pie. I've never made this before. I do not have a recipe. Yes, I do have flour all over my shirt, but I want to go ahead and get this live out the way and get dinner out the way at the same darn time. So, like I said before, I have never used these. This is spicy buffalo style cream of chicken and cream of jalapeno soup. I'm taking it's gonna be spicy, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, we're not gonna come in here and be disrespectful, okay? But thank you so much. We're not gonna come in here, be disrespectful. We're gonna all act like adults and either watch, comment, give your opinions, or you could exit the live chat. So um, please be respectful. Now, I used the recipe from off of ChatGPT because obviously my Pinterest was acting up. So um again, I did not know what fine shite is. Fine whatever that is um I said thank you. I'm not going to interrupt what I have to say to address you one more time. I'm only giving you one more warning. Please come inside my live and be respectful. If you can't do that, please exit the live. That's fine. It's not gonna harm me none that you left my live. It leaves room for other people to come in. But please respect the host and don't disrespect me or disrespect my live. Thank you. Now, if I'm telling you that you're being disrespectful, you're being disrespectful. Thank you. All over the place. This is the bowl that I have my biscuits in. All right. This is gonna be a small. I don't want to. I think you want to call a chicken pot pie a casserole. I think it'll qualify as that. But I'm going to shred this chicken up really good. I have it boiling with some garlic, onion, jalapeno, all spicy seasonings. All right. This is how I'm shredding my chicken up. Like I said, this chicken was boiled with jalapeno, onion, garlic, all types of spicy seasonings, and some jalapeno. So now I'm going to cut up another onion. And I'm going to add some of the juice, of which I guess you want to call it stock, of that chicken. And use my bent knife, because they want to pry open things. You know how people use household items for for tools. I believe that's how that happened. This is another oven item, so if y'all don't want to talk after I put this in the oven, then y'all can go ahead after I put it in the oven. For sure, go ahead and exit the live. So I don't want to hold y'all up or be boring. I want to come up with topics. I probably will come up with a topic. But I think y'all just came up here to watch me cook. It's different if I was on the stove and I was cooking stuff stovetop. It's a lot easier, a lot, more interactive, because I am facing y'all and everything's being cooked on the top of the stove. So, all right, I got my little garlic, as they call it. Still does its job. Okay, like I said, I'm getting the cream of jalapeno. And the spicy buffalo style chicken. Hey, how are you guys? If y'all can double tap that screen, I am making spicy chicken pot pie. That's what I am making. And please stop calling me fine shite. Here go my pepper parts. I told you I wasn't going to throw them away. Yes, I do. How are you? I know who you are. I don't know whether I should add the peas and carrots now. Oh, well, shoot. Let's try it. Since it's the first time I'm making it. If it looks like a monstrosity, I'm not going to make it again. All right. Bell pepper's going in. Well, you can come get you a plate. Sure can. All right, I'm gonna try it out with some frozen peas and carrots, like normal standard pot pie. All right. Get this baking dish out. Put a little bit of oil. All right, spreading it all out. Nice and easy. This is just trial and error. I'm not recommending for nobody to fix this. You can if you want. Not recommending it. All right. Remember those biscuits? First, I want to put a layer of cheese down. All right, I got some pepper jack here. ain't put a lick of seasoning in this joint. A lick. I'm busy trying to plate it up. All right. A little bit of Cajun. Y'all can double tap that screen. Some crushed red peppers. Won't be spicy, right? Onion powder. Ground cumin. Some complete. Some pepper. Some salt. Oop! It's my food. Drop the salt in the food. It is 5:50 where I'm at, gamer. Yeah, make it spicy. Make it spicy. All right. Let's mix it up. All right, now let's put the cheese up there. All right, let's do the biscuits. All right. All right. It's very different. That's why it's my creation. Yep. But I'm about to put this in a 400-degree oven, and y'all gonna sit here and talk to me, or y'all gonna leave. Yeah. Yep. Try to do something different out of the norm. Whether it tastes good or not. My nephew is up there blasting music. He don't even care. Oh, told him. Told him about that stuff. My how's the dog? What's the name again? My dog's name is Dochi. Dochi. I gotta mop my floor. Yep, my dog's name is Dochi. And you about to get her barking. Cause she heard her name. Yep, you about to get her barking. How many in here are over the age of 18? Nobody in here over the age of 18? I got 3 people in here. Somebody got to be over the age of 18. Because the only reason why I'm asking that, because I have a whole bunch of little kids up here. And I got to differentiate. I know you are, Sam. I just got to check. I got to differentiate who I'm talking to. So, I'm not a recipient of, I guess, the assistance. I would love to be a recipient of state assistance, like food stamps and things like that. But what do y'all think about, how does that weigh on y'all about President Trump cutting the benefits next month? What do y'all weigh on that? Do y'all think people should go out and try to find jobs, or do you think it's going to cause more harm than good, or do you think it's a good thing? Because me, hold on one moment. If y'all new in here, please double tap that screen. I think it's going to cause more harm than good, because people are going to, the people that rely on it to feed their kids, because growing up, even though my mom and my dad were part of the military, there was a time where my mom and my dad had divorced, and my mom had to get on those state programs to help raised me and my brothers. So that was a big clutch right there, where it made a means to an end. My mom had to hurry up and figure out how she gonna feed us, and figure out how she gonna feed us. And you know, I remember going next door to a neighbor's house, or to my aunt's house, or when I stayed in the same city as my aunt, with a note saying, "Can we have some bread?" Or "Can we have, my mom want to know, do you have some extra peanut butter or jelly or whatever?" This is a time where us people have to come together and go against the narrative of whatever this president is painting or projecting, because he done put so much money into these guns and bombs and things like that. He's over trying to compensate and take away from the people he feels that are not going to benefit off of, I guess, him causing trouble in other countries and things like that. That's my feelings. That's my opinion. I'm not stating facts. I'm not stating anything other than what's going on. And this is how I see it. This is, I mean, so anybody could chime in. Anybody can speak on their opinions of how they feel. I feel, as far as them cutting off the state benefits like food stamps, Medicaid, TANF. Well, that's the TANF is, I don't know if they have TANF in other states, but that's what they call the financial benefit, or off of welfare. He planned on cutting welfare altogether. WIC, all types of state programs with school. Bad enough he already tried to mess, well, I don't know if he's still messing with the Board of Education, but I saw earlier this year where he tried to cut the Board of Education. If he cuts state programs, that means everybody who is on Sam Says, I agree that it will definitely cause harm. The economy is so bad right now. I think a recession is coming very soon. I really think so too. I really think so too. I think that people have to be smart than be kind of, I don't want to say stupid, but uneducated. And I'm not meaning the people that haven't been to school, or meaning people read up, people save up, people start preparing now for the hardships. I watch some YouTubers that's out there, I don't know if anybody believes in stuff like that, but they be in there, preparing. And I used to think, oh, they're weird, or, they're weird, and I don't know why they are trying to pack up all this food. But I see on TikTok individuals grabbing big bags of rice, or big bags of beans, or big bags of different items, bunches of water, stuff like this, stuff that will last until you can make ends meet. Or you either gotta save, you either gotta make a choice of paying rent or buying food, because he's stopping all these government programs, but the food cost is going up tremendously. The food cost is I don't know how to say that, astronomical. I ain't even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna even embarrass myself on this platform. It's getting high, put it that way. And you gotta you gotta choose your priorities. Like, say if he, well, now I'm not even gonna say if, when he cuts off them programs, that's daycare. People's gonna call out because, call out of their job because they don't have daycare. That even stems into some school programs. Soap bars. Guess who's back? Hey, how you doing? You said astronomical. Yes, that's the word, astronomical. Thank you. But people, I mean, they have programs in elementary schools where they fund preschool programs, the state programs, the state funding funds state funded preschool programs. They fund daycare funding. Where are people going to get all this information? I mean, not information, all this help. People are going to wind up having to either bring their kids to work or quit their jobs. And then let's hope that people who are making ends meet, they try to budget for different things, because they got the home daycare, the people that work from home doing daycare, they're solely ran off of probably state programs. Thank you, Missy. I'm just trying to come up with a topic so we can talk while I'm waiting for this food to get done. And it's kind of convenient that he chooses to cut these programs at the end of the year, where families are getting together. And all the holidays are commencing. I just wish and I pray everybody is smart, everybody is economical, where people won't be so taboo to ask another person for help. People won't be so taboo to say, hey, just so prideful to say, hey, me and my family are struggling, ask a friend. Y'all take turns on cooking dinner on each night. Like, Monday, come on, girl, I'm cooking chicken and rice and vegetables. You and the kids could come over here and we can all have a movie night and we can all eat dinner. And then vice versa, she go over there and y'all cook a whole pot of spaghetti and the kids go outside and go play. Y'all can have mom's night in and buy a little wine bottle from 7-Eleven or something like that. And y'all kick it and stuff like that. We all need to come together as single moms, as families, especially through this hard time. Sam, he was not well, whoever that is not appropriate. Just letting you know. I don't know what fine shite is, but somebody kept saying fine shite, fine shite. That's shit. I don't know who it is. You said it's shit. I can't say cuss words and you got me saying that. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. Somebody said fine shite. I thank you for the compliment, but I don't know what that is. I gotta deep mop my floors. My dog, I don't know who's up here who got pets, but little dogs, I say little dogs don't make as much mess as big dogs. I'm trying to invest into a steam mop because I'm not a maid. Cause you know how you go inside some maids' houses or whatever, and their house is spick and span from the top to the bottom. Yeah, that is sarcasm. But my nephew had to find what that word was, and I didn't know what it was. I'm way too old to figure out what that word is, and he told me. But my big dog, I think I gotta get one good day and just bleach everything, cause Sam says, if you can travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? I don't want to go to an island. I really do. Like, hmm, like all like probably the West Indies, or I mean, I'm gonna keep it simple. Probably Jamaica, anything like that. I just want to get away and have a good time. Not worry about the worries of the world and just get away. Like, if I had enough money, me and my husband, we would travel to his hometown. I mean, his home country of Haiti, and visit, different things and experience different things and stuff like that. And then after that, travel probably to, you know, St. Lucia, Barbados, just travel the whole Atlantic. And then go west and go to Hawaii and, what's that? Samoa, Fiji, stuff like that over there. I also want to travel to the Netherlands, as well as I want to travel a lot of places, because I traveled a lot growing up. I really did. And I don't want to stop. I always been fascinated with Australia. What about Australia? I want to go see a bouncing kangaroo. I'm pretty sure if I was in a car, I would be so amazed if I sat there and I'm sitting here at a red light and I see a kangaroo just bouncing by. I don't know if they're that common, but if they were that common, you know, I would be definitely amazed. I know in Florida, finding a crocodile, no, they're not in Florida, alligator in Florida in your backyard is common. Finding snakes in your house is common. Sam said kangaroos are savage. Yes, they are. They be like this. They be boxing. Kangaroo box. But they are powerful. Have you ever seen one of those in a zoo? They look like a whole full-grown, muscle-bound man. But then they start off like this as a baby. They start off itty bitty. Hold on one moment. I'm going to check the food out. I'm going to cut the camera off right quick because I see that you're the only one in here. So hold on, okay? I'm back. I had to check that food. But I just didn't want it to burn. But where would y'all like to go? Put it down in the chat. Where would you what is on your bucket list? If y'all have a bucket list, what is on your bucket list? One of the things that are on my bucket list, I want to do everything exciting to me once. Like, I'm afraid of heights. I would like to go on a roller coaster one time in my life. Sam says she would like to go to Italy to finally meet her family. That's where you're from, Italy? Wow. That's amazing. So you know the real deal about Italian food. Well, if you ever go, I'm gonna go with you. How about that? I'm sitting here looking on YouTube. Sam says, I migrated, my grandmother migrated from Bari, Italy. I've never been. And then you put an airplane. Yep. We could be airplane buddies. Yep. I want to go eat some authentic Italian food. I heard they be taking siestas in the middle of the day. Yep. I want to be wow. So, what are y'all getting into for the rest of the night? It is 6:19 Eastern Standard Time here. And what do y'all got going on right now other than watching me and I'm being boring? Yeah, you're right. There's 4 people in here. That's what they do, Sam. They come in here and they just sitting here, and they like that when I'm sitting here begging for begging for likes, begging for participation. They don't give it. They just sit here and watch. And then it's funny because when I stop doing, like, I bet you, I put money on it that once I get off of this live, somebody's gonna be copying me doing a pot pie. Somebody's gonna be copying me doing a spicy something. People come in here to see what you're doing, and they don't want to admit that they want to be viewers and I guess subscribers, or they don't want to admit that they are fans, because sometimes I'm fans of them, but they want to come in here and just sit here like a perched bird on a tree watching instead of participating, instead of doing anything to participate in my live. I don't particularly like it, but I can't do anything about it other than be lively, be happy. I'm already happy, but just be goofy. And that's not my type. That's not my personality. Like, I'm not, like, I just got off of work at 4. You can catch me on Saturday being lively and happy and, you know, cheery, but I'm cooking and I'm giving y'all live and I am chit-chatting it up with my peoples. I'm not standing on my head for nobody. I'm not in here acting goofy for nobody. And I did try to talk about something. I can't get me on that. I did try to talk about something. So, and that's sad that my moderator had to sit here and tell y'all to talk. There's 3 other people in here besides her. And y'all just sitting up there just watching. I thank y'all for the participation, because basically, basically it would just be her in here talking. So, in the words of Sam, someone else in here answer other than me. Is somebody gonna do that? No. Y'all just gonna sit there and watch. If I put a sweepstakes in here and tell people, if I get to my 100 subscriber, I'm gonna give out $100 to that 100 subscriber. I have 50 million people in here. Oh, me. New topic. Let's figure out what we are talking about. How's grandma, Sam? How's she doing? Tell her I said hello. But I hold on one moment. I'm gonna cut off the camera right quick. Y'all hold on. Okay, I'm back. Those biscuits done browned up, but they didn't puff up very much. I don't think I put enough baking powder in there. 91 years and still healthy. She plays bridge with her friends at the club. Nothing stops her. Well, good to go to grandma. I am so proud of her. Nothing is not going to stop her. Tell her I said hello. And tell her I said blessings to her. Shortly, I'm going to pull that pot pie out the oven. I just want the biscuits to get a little bit more brown. And they're brown and crispy, but they didn't rise the way that I wanted them to rise. So... my grandbaby is fine. My husband told me to record him this weekend because he was with me on Saturday Saturday night, Sunday. Even though he did what babies do, which was cry. um, he has gotten so big and got his little two teeth in right here. I'm so happy. Like, next time he comes by and stays, I'm going to definitely take the opportunity to definitely record or make him, put him in the live, because you know he's the baby co-host. And that's his name for my page, baby co-host. So, he was always been that ever since he was born. But next time he comes by, I would definitely have him say hi to the family. For sure. But let's go ahead and check this chicken pot pie and see how it's doing, so I can go ahead and plate it up and send y'all guys on y'all way. And try it all again tomorrow. Definitely do a lunchtime live, because I skipped out on today because I had a lot of paperwork that I was processing. But for sure, I'm going to go ahead and do a lunchtime live at 1:30. So y'all just be, yes, he is a definite boss baby. He was walking around in his little walker, you know, demanding and doing his little thing. But yeah. But definitely at 1:30, I'm gonna do the lunchtime live. Let's go over to the stove and unveil this whole dish, this crazy dinner. Who has ever heard of that? I haven't. Whew. I gotta clean out this stove before Thanksgiving for sure. Okay, nice and bubbly. All right, that's the final result of the chicken pot pie, the spicy chicken pot pie. All right, let's cut into it. I should wait for it to cool. Whoop. I should have waited for it to cool. All right. This is my spicy chicken pot pie. And it ain't much, but it's a struggle meal out of homemade biscuits. But definitely catch me on my next live. If anybody has not told you that they love, remember, it's Nell Does. There's nothing that you can do about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and please catch me on Lunchtime Live tomorrow. Till then, peace out. Peace and blessings. Bye.